Howdy lads, welcome back to another Gates of Hell PvP match. This time it is a 2v2 on Catrinovo. It's mid-war, I'm the German faction, I've gone for the offensive doctrine. It is myself and Panzer Farakistan versus Peter Gungity Mo and Bra Moment. But in this one, you're going to see what I think is probably the best mid-war doctrine in the game. This doctrine is elite. It has everything you want. OP as hell, I think. So as you can see, one of the first great things about this doctrine is their squads. They have squads that come with flamethrowers. So my initial squad will come out with a flamethrower, which is quite handy because we all know how much damage the old flamey boy can do. But as you can see, I've avoided those crappy trenches on the northwest there. They are an absolute nightmare to fight on, especially if you get there second. I'm heading into the middle. I've also got some single riflemen heading out to the southeast just to have a look. No intention of pushing right on there because I don't know what he'll have out there. He might have a whole scout squad push out there. I'm not going to take it with that. So just pushing him out there to get some vision. He has made it to the middle first. And as you can see, what I've done is I've split my squads in two. So this initial squad is taking on a full frontal assault, taking all the attention. I've now got the other half of this squad pushing over around to the left to get shots on the left. So I like to do this. Split that first squad up. If you get rushed by a jeep early, you're not going to get full squad wiped and you can get guys getting shots on the jeep from the side. And B, it kind of just gives you another avenue of attack. So as you can see, he hasn't actually pushed out to the southeast yet. One of them's pushed middle pretty hard, and the other one seems to have pushed northwest pretty hard. That is my teammate's problem though. I'm avoiding those trenches like fire. But got these lads in. I'm now capping. I just wanted to get my flamey boy up in there, hoping to get a few sneaky shots. But they've caught him through the smoke. All good. I am capping though. So a pretty successful initial push, I guess. Initial opening engagement, I guess you could say. We do have another squad coming over to assist. So it's now even. I've got Peter Gungity in the middle here versus me. So good to see a lot of smoke being used on both sides. Smoke is amazing on this game. Stupidly handy. And the best part is if your guys aren't shooting, they aren't showing up on the map. So you can hide a lot of guys in the circle just by throwing smoke and lying down, essentially. So again, I'm splitting that squad up. I've got one pushing straight in from the northeast. I've got 4 lads heading over around to come in from the east. So I've gone for the Panzer Uftklarer squad because obviously they've got good stamina, so they run for longer. So they should get to that point relatively quickly because the 2 dudes I have there aren't going to hold that point. Old mate for some reason didn't push anything out there, but he even pushes out one crappy squad, he'll take that point. So I need to get reinforcements up there ASAP, hence why I went for the scouts. Now I'm doing okay in the middle here. Have managed to take control. And as you can see, I'm just trying to build as many foxholes as I possibly can. I always say it, but if you get a spare second, or if you've got guys doing nothing, or you got a bit of cover, get foxholes dug because that's how you're going to cling onto the point later. By utilising those foxholes to lie guys down in. So I'm starting to get real point control in the middle there. As you can see, I'm kind of encroaching on his side. He's just kind of lying guys down on the edge of the point, which, fair enough tactic. All you need to do is get guys on the point. You don't need to hold the whole point. But it allows me to have a bit more space to do what I want to do in the middle. So he is moving up, judging from the map, but he's getting slaughtered. He is also making a southeastern push, but they seem to be holding their own. 5 minutes in though. He is 281 to 322 our way. Currently losing in the middle now. This Gaz truck, so it's the Quad Maxim, has absolutely shredded the infantry I had. So up comes the AT detachment. I do have a tank moving up as well. I think it's a 35T. I do like playing different war stages. It's like a breath of fresh air from late war, because everyone plays late war. I urge you to try early and mid war. It's quite fun. If you want to dominate an early war, Soviet offensive doctrine every day of the week. So it looks like out on the southeast there, it was Bra moment. He sent some conscript riflemen out there, which are getting absolutely shredded. It looks like that Peter dude must have some stuff out there too. They are actually slaughtering my scout imp. I don't have a lot left out there. So even with the reinforcements, they've managed to basically destroy everything I had out there. But it has taken a bit of pressure off the middle. They do have a tank over on the southeast and a tank in the middle though, which is a problem. So I'm in a dangerous spot right now. I've got a tank on my right, a tank in front of me, and I'm going for the one vehicle that isn't a tank. So I'm turning towards the tank on the southwest there. I can see him swinging around to get me. I like how it's got the flag on the back. It's quite cool. But I know he's bringing that tank around specifically to deal with me, so I'm pulling this back. But it was a very... I don't know, it's hard to say no to a tank's side when it's looking at you. So I've decided to push straight up and try and go for it. Figured we'd have a go, and that tank that I knew was there waiting for me has taken me out. So a good kill by Bra moment there. Managed to sort out my tank pretty quickly. I knew it was there. I knew I should have done it as I was doing it, but it is what it is. I have managed to get enough guys on the point to start capping the middle though. I'm just trying to get guys in these foxholes lying down. Obviously that tank, quite nasty. But another AT detachment. So, old mate was saying he's just going to get a tank and help me in mid. As he's not being pushed, and because there's a tank in the middle, and I've got nothing to deal with it, I figured I'd request some support now. So, luckily, my teammate, he was quite a handy player as well, so he's coming out to help me, which is nice. And I finally brought out a sniper. Perfect spot for a sniper, I think, back there behind that wall. He's got good views over the point. He's back far enough that he's protected. So we'll see what kind of damage he can do. So I just wanted to warn him, because he's obviously bringing that tank up to deal with those tanks. Just wanted to warn him that there was multiple tanks up there. But we're even in the middle. I've got nothing to send out at the minute. So I kind of want to keep my guys alive. But having this AT detachment here, I'm going to take old mate's support imp. And I'm going to chuck him in the point just to get the cap. Now that sniper did just get a kill, which started to be on the cap anyway. But you can see all those guys in those foxholes back there are all in view of my sniper, so he should do a lot of work. Come on, Snippy Snip, do your work. So I've decided to move some guys left. I figured with his tank making noise over on the north, it should draw the other tank to the middle. I was expecting him to make a bit of a joint push into the middle. So I'm just kind of preparing for that. If they do that, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold on my own. A lot of my teammates' forces are kind of out on the northwest holding that. So the idea is to get a preemptive squad out to the east and then make a push on the southeast, whether or not I take it, just to alleviate pressure in the middle if I need to. That's the only idea. I didn't really need that squad in the middle. I was capping already. I'm now not capping. But I just felt like I didn't really need it. So sniper scope, the sniper, is actually keeping me in the middle here. Oh my god, did he just... That guard's rifle just took a hit marker from the sniper. Rude. But yes, he's keeping me in the middle. He's slowly taking guys out and kind of keeping it in my favour. And that's what a sniper is good for. Very good for that attritional war. You get a squad up, and before you know it... Excuse me. Before you know it, 3/4 of them are dead because the sniper's just been sitting there with your squad in full view, getting shots. So always get snipers. Kind of rambling there, but you know what I'm getting at. So I've got another squad coming to the middle. At the moment, I'm just kind of biding my time. We're not in really any kind of danger at the minute of losing. It's pretty even. And as I said at the start, this doctrine is, I think, the best doctrine in mid-war. So in the second doctrine stage, you're going to see one of those awesome pieces that make it one of the best, well, the best doctrine mid-war in my opinion. So getting a bunch of smokes out. I'm just going to lie guys down on the edge. As you can see, I've got a bunch of foxholes, so I should be able to hide a bunch of guys in there eventually. Oh, mate, Snippy Snip's still getting shots. We love that. So he does have a mortar out at the minute. The mortar is doing a bit of damage, but I wasn't overly worried about it. It did just obviously get a fair few kills, but I wasn't overly worried, as I said. Come on, sniper, get more kills. He's got 10 so far, so he's doing quite well. Now, old mate has pushed his tank into the middle, just like I thought he would. So now is where I start thinking push to the left. So I'm going to move him slightly over. I need to do something because at the minute we're very screwed. They've got 3 vehicles in the middle to our none. Well, we do have the tank, but that's not really close enough to the middle. But I've got this AT dude here, so what I'm going to do is pop a few shots. I didn't think I'd be able to kill it. The idea is to scare him off. But let me tell you, it actually has the opposite effect. It decided to charge me. Cheeky boy. So I actually managed to damage him. Shoot! So I've actually done some damage to it, which is nice. I'll bring another one straight out. Because I can, I'm now going to run these guys over. So I've actually got them on return fire so they don't just shoot at anybody. I wanted to sneak them up as close as I could before they revealed themselves. So I'm now lying them down and I'm just going to crawl them up ever so slightly. So one of those tanks has actually been destroyed by my teammate. Very lovely work from him. I've decided that it was time to get myself an infantry gun. There is a nice little spot right in that tree line to put an infantry gun. The LEIG is an absolutely devastating weapon, so figured why not. Now these guys are getting shot, they've been seen. Shoot back now. So standard procedure, throw smoke, stay lying down, get ready to lob 50,000 grenades. The sniper's still getting plenty of kills in the middle there. Now it's time to deal with this. There's a nice little spot back here, I thought. 15 minutes in though, 464 to 342 their way. Sniper's still doing some lovely work. Infantry gun should start doing damage, and I've brought out the Stern Panzer 1. This thing is insane. Now, old mate's actually taking his tank back, so I'm going to run these guys back. No point in getting them all squad wiped. If I get them back, at least some of them will stay alive, and I can use them as eyesight out there. So, I thought I'll get the Stern Panzer out here, and I'll throw a shot at that tank, because I'll destroy that one shot very easily with the Stern Panzer. I'm just trying to wait till it gets into distance, into range. I think it's only got a range of 170, so I'm at 200 now. Still got a little bit to go. Come on, get out there, mate. Sort it out. But the LEIG is doing amazingly at the minute. It's actually destroyed the mortar, which is quite wild. Now, 3, 2, 1, bang. So, BT7 down. I'm going to bring that Stern Panzer around now and throw it in the middle. That way I can kind of help out a little. I'm also capping the middle as well. I wanted to destroy their foxholes now that I've got a minute. Notice the little guy back here. Thought I'd try and get a sneaky kill on him. But if you don't get the LEIG, like if you haven't used it, give it a go. Get the infantry gun, specifically the LEIG, the German one, and give it a go. It's very accurate. Awesome weapon. Probably one of the best support weapons you can get as the Germans, I think. It's quite good. So he's actually got a 122mm mortar. Somehow, well, not really somehow, I guess I do have vision out there. But it's lucky that I had vision out there. So now I'm going to bring the Stern Panzer up. I'm going to see if I can't destroy that before it does too much damage. That 122, obviously that's a pretty decent caliber weapon. So that could absolutely annihilate me. If you're looking on the map there, on the mini-map, my forces are very, I guess, bunched up in the middle there as well. So quite dangerous. So I've got a squad moving up. They've got a flamey boy as well, which is quite nice. Stern Panzer's taking its sweet time because of all these trees. Stupidly annoying. At the minute though, we are in control of the middle. I didn't really see a point in pushing too hard on the southeast. I did all I wanted to do before in directing attention over there. I've now managed to destroy the tank, so now it's just about kind of calming down. The thing is, you don't want to lose the initiative though. You do want to keep the initiative as much as you can. So don't just get too complacent and play defensively. But what a shot. So that was bang on the money. We love that. So down goes the 122. And I decided to just direct control this myself and get it out there. It's very slow. Losing this would be very costly at the minute. I think he has a go at me. Maybe not. I don't know if that was a shot at me. Who knows? But we got him away. Happy days. Cool little bus, the old Bison. So we'll keep him back here for a rainy day. I wanted to set him up in that same spot. I thought that was a really good spot. Bring him in and out of the tree line. But next squad coming out. I'm going to throw that up to the east and get ready for a push on the southeast again. And I'm going to move that squad in now. I do already hold the point, but I wanted to really push on his side. That's the idea here. I'm going to get the machine gun at the back. So put your guys in appropriate places is an important tip. You don't want a machine gun, like a heavy machine gunner, MG42, whatever, right on the front line. It's kind of silly. You're going to get shredded by PPSH, and, you know, you want to use range to your advantage, especially with rifles, actually. Those Soviet SMG squads are a nightmare to come up against. Use range to your advantage. You'll shoot at them at 120 meters. They need to get to within 80 meters to shoot you back. So, yes, do that. I brought my sniper over, though. I just wanted to thin the herd a little bit. So the idea is he should slowly take out the squad that is defending that. I should be able to just walk onto it. They do have a heavy, kind of in between the middle and west. We don't really have anything that can deal with that at the minute, so we do have to be careful. Sternpanzer can, but the range will be very limited compared to the heavy tank. And in saying that, the Panzer IV, it's a Panzer IV Aus F2. So I lie, we do have something that can deal with that. I need to deal with this stupid truck once and for all. I've got heat shells in it for some reason. No idea why. But they've initiated contact out on the southeast there. I've also dealt with this stupid gas truck. So I wanted to throw one more shot at it just to destroy it. Didn't destroy it, but plenty of damage, why not? So the sniper has done what I wanted it to do. It's actually killed the guys all at the front there. Now I just need to deal with all of those lads bunched up behind that log. Now you shouldn't bunch up, lads. You shouldn't do it. Not good. But I am bringing Flamey Boy up. Throwing as much smoke as I can. I'm just going to get the flamethrower right up against him. Hopefully wipe that whole squad in one go. So he's actually pushing guys up to meet my infantry, but the sniper seems to be taking him out, which is awesome. The Flamey Boy died. Rough gig. So that squad's been wiped. I have done a lot of damage though, and I've probably redirected a lot of attention. I do have another squad reinforcing, so if this squad gets wiped, I don't actually care. This is basically just a probe. I'm just probing to see what he has. This is why you don't bunch guys up. Slaughtered. They are decent infantry. They are guards. But we are losing the middle now. At this point, I figured he may have an officer in the middle, because I do have a lot of infantry in there. But he may also just have some elite infantry. I'm just trying to get shots on the foxholes, take him out. Obviously, he's doing, I guess, what everyone does. Dig foxholes and lie guys down in there to try and hold for as long as you can. Sometimes it's all you can do on these open points. Hence why I said you should be trying to dig them whenever you can. Now comes the stern panzer. We'll have a shot, why not? Boom! Did nothing. So, rough gig, all good. Pull him back. Stern panzer has done enough. It's already paid its own. I've destroyed a tank and a doctrine unit. What more could you want? But obviously, because he's lying down in those foxholes, my LEIG isn't seeing him, so it's not shooting. So that's what I mean about try and destroy the foxholes when you can. Obviously, I'm microing other things in between. So don't just sit there for, 30 seconds only microing that, or a minute. But just jump back and forth, take out a foxhole or two, then move across the map, do some things, come back, take out another couple foxholes. You get the gist. It is annoying when it doesn't actually take the foxholes out. So he doesn't have any foxholes left to hide, and I can't seem to find an officer or anything. So I was very baffled as to where he was. So things are quiet at the minute, so I have a second to kind of do what I need to do. 25 minutes in though, 650 to 365 our way. And as you can see, he's got a medium tank out on the southeast. That squad I was pushing out there, I've actually redirected to the middle. And I've brought out the big boy, the cream de la creme of the doctrine. The Tiger. Now let me tell you, Tiger doesn't feel like much in late war, but in mid-war, it is an absolute beast. This is how the Allies must have felt when they first seen a Tiger. Honestly, it is insane. Absolutely insane. So I'm sending the Tiger out to the southeast to hopefully deal with that tank. Now, odds are he'll have a tank of his own coming out because I believe one of them was the Soviet offensive doctrine, and I knew that. And obviously that comes with KV2. KV2 can take out my Tiger, so I do have to be careful. So I was thinking about having a go at that 76mm. I was going to do it with the tank because I could shoot it from further away, and I figured at this point they will have things that can kill my stern panzers very easily. Come on lads, get in the middle. So I am almost capping actually. I'm getting the lads in. I do have another squad ready to run in when I need them. So in go the Grober Deutschlands. Now Brian Moment has a sniper as well, so we're both counter snipering, which is good. And the Stern Panzer is just taking out his sniper. Happy days. I didn't actually want it to shoot though, so I am pulling it back. It's just revealed revealed where it is. Very dangerous. So I'm pulling this back. Too important of a piece to lose. And I decided I'd have a go at that 76 with the tank, just because I've got the range. Now there was another heavy tank pushing out on the west there. But my teammate should have that. He's got a tank of his own, a heavy, heading out. I believe he went the offensive doctrine as well. So yeah, I haven't actually used this doctrine, but I've heard it's very good. So that's why I wanted to give it a go. It's like the early war Soviet offensive doctrine, how OP that is. Very rough to come up against, but it's nice when you get to have the OP stuff for once. But I noticed that his tank was pushing up a little, so I figured, alright. It's getting cocky with it, let's end his days. Very slow this thing. So not a very smart move with your tank. With a light tank you can do something like that, a little probing attack, but with a medium probably wouldn't be doing stuff like that, purely because it's not very hard for me to go, oh that's there, and then deal with it. He's got an SU out there. Just let my teammate know. So you see how he's left his tank on the east there, just sitting there? As soon as he was done with what he had to do, he should be pulling that back. Anything bigger than a lot, even light tanks, do what you got to do, retreat. You don't need to sit them there. I'm guilty of it as well. Sometimes you just get lost in microing other stuff. You forget, it gets killed, does happen, but you got to be careful. Now, he's actually pushed a heavy up to meet me. So I'm hoping to get a shot. Hey, we got it. So he's brought a KV-1 out. Nothing to worry about. My tank will destroy that very easily. And I noticed he was pushing another tank at me. That SU. As you can see on the minimap, he's actually moving up to meet me with that and try to take me out. I'm pulling back. Just try and stay out of his range. Finish what I'm doing. Now, a bit risky, sitting here like I am, but my teammate is actually moving his tank up, as you can see. So I'm about to turn on this. And he managed to take it out. It was a very good play by my teammate there. You know, it's very rare that you get that kind of cooperation without being able to actually talk to each other in voice chat. This is just a random game I jumped in, so... It was a very nice play there by my teammate, but 30 minutes in, 7:02 to 3:45 our way. I've scared that other medium off. Now I just want to finish this KV1. I don't want to let him repair it. That can obviously still do a lot of damage if he repairs it. Throws it at the front line. As you can see, even the Tiger is struggling to fully kill it. But Fallschirmjäger's out. Another sniper. I'm going to make a good push on this southeastern point. I think I've got the initiative now. So I do have another squad. I'm just going to push them into the middle. I've seen him pushing a squad through the gap between the middle and southeastern point. So plug that gap with my infantry. Now he is capping again in the middle. I do have a lot in there. So it tells me he's got an officer in the point, or he's hiding a lot of dudes somewhere, you know, in a dip somewhere, because he doesn't have any foxholes either. I'm still trying to completely destroy this tank. Got a lot of infantry on the left here getting ready to push, as you can see. So it looks like I'm actually having a go at that tank, at the infantry gun. It's a long way away. I don't think I actually do. I'd have to get pretty far on the front line to get that shot off. Yeah, so I've held up. Smart move. So old mate's got it. Happy days. I figured I'd throw a shot out here. Why not? Now, there's a foxhole here. I figured, alright, I'll just ruin this. Nothing there. Odd. Back I go. Now, he is actually reinforcing that point. I don't think he realizes how many forces I have on this left side, though. I'm going to start making a bit of a push. 7.5 is doing damage in the middle there. You love to see it. For some reason this is using high explosive on it. Dumb. But he seems to be throwing a lot in the middle, and I am also destroying a lot. So is Panzer dude. So he does still have that tank there. I do need to be careful of. So I'm going to throw some smoke. I've got the dip in the hill, so not too worried. Obviously, Tiger. Mid-war, Tiger trumps all. Just trying to get close enough to get a shot. Now, there's a KV-1 over here, and there's a heavy tank on the west. This made me think that that was everything they had in regards to doctrine units. So I was pretty confident to push my Tiger up. Just trying to get everyone in the point. See if I can't get that cap weight swinging. Can't. I was really baffled as to where he was, honestly. Just figured, alright, just pop a few shots at that foxhole. See if he's not hiding a bunch of dudes in there. Try to get these guys in. I just want to swing it in my favour and keep the pressure on. I don't really care if they die. So again, nothing. Absolutely baffling. So I figured, alright, maybe he's hiding an officer behind these barrels. Yeah, I'm absolutely struggling here. But I am capping now. So those elite infantry, the Fallschirmjägers, have ticked it over for me. So I'm throwing smoke. I'm going to try and move up. Deny him any access to the point. Throw grenades in his foxholes. Hopefully sort him out. Still trying to deal with this stupid tank. Anyway, these Fallschirmjägers are now going to get to work. A lot of health. He's got a 375 HP, which is elite. I've also decided to bring an SDK out just for support. The Tiger is amazing, but it's not exactly the best infantry support weapon because it's not going to shoot, you know, fire off heaps of rounds at a time. SDK, little auto cannon should do alright. And now I realised he was hiding guys in that little crevice, right along that little track there. That's where he was hiding. I'm just trying to throw some shots in there. I'm using high explosive anti-tank for some reason. I think I'm out of shells. So the SDK is here. He has reinforced it slightly, or it looks like he's pulled some guys from the middle to try and... Oh no, they're tankmen. So he's trying to repair that tank. But, no stress. Can the Tiger hit it? I can't actually remember. But I am going to get these guys up. Now when you're doing this, make sure you keep watching them, because the second they get shot, you want to press control, lie them down, and then press cancel, so they stop moving and fire back. I'm trying to tease his tank and get him to kind of move up slightly, just enough that I can get a shot on him. He's capping the middle again. Alright. Sternpanzer time. Oofed. I am capping again. Did nothing. Sternpanzer's been pretty useless in the middle, but it's done a lot everywhere else. It's killed 3 vehicles, so... Anyway, launch and smoke. With these Fallschirmjägers, I should get the cap weight once I get guys in. Just need to make sure they don't get completely slaughtered. I haven't actually got another squad coming up to reinforce. I should be getting on that. Turns out I can't. Well, I can. I've gone for the ersatz. The crappy infantry. The infantry I tell everyone not to get. So we'll see how that goes. Bang. Got a few cheeky grenades. F1 spam. Don't you love it? Don't bunch you guys up, lads. You're gonna have a bad time. I've only got 3 guys left. So what I wanted to do is use this tank trench that he dug to try and hide my guys. And now that I got all this smoke cover, I figured I would crawl some guys up and throw some anti-tank grenades at him. Throw it. There we go. Now there's another heavy coming. The KV-2. Absolute beast of a thing this is. So he is weary, which is good. He takes a shot from me and that's it. So when you're coming up against this Tiger, you want to get first shot. You don't want to give your enemy the chance to get a shot off. That 8.8 cannon absolutely decimates. So I'm getting the sniper over, see what he can do. And I'm just trying to make sure that the Tiger is watching the KV-2, not changing to HE like it did. Now I don't know what the range is, but I think I outrange him. But I managed to hit his side. He did turn for some reason to look at the infantry. I'm pretty sure he knew my Tiger was there, so... Bit of a lapse in judgment there, I think. But I am dealing with it. That 122 has just slaughtered my 7.5. Good shot from Bra moment there. But I'm just cleaning this up. Send some Fallschirmjägers into the middle. Oh no, I'm sending them left. But this is, this is a time where attrition starts to come into play. I don't really think they have much left. They've lost a lot of tanks now. All they can really do is try and, cling on. They're fighting a losing battle at the minute, I'd say. As we have all the initiative, all the support. Yeah, he's struggling against the Tigers. Which is fair. It's a nightmare of a doctrine to come up against in mid-war. It really is. Just like Soviet offensive is in early war. But that is one of the best things about early and mid-war. Tanks do feel genuinely hectic. tactic. They definitely have a bigger presence on the battlefield than in late war, which is, in my opinion, as I said, one of the best parts of it, because I love tanks. I think they're so cool. World War II tanks, like, very interesting to me. But 40 minutes in, 8:05 to 2:23 our way. Just cleaning up now. We do hold 4 zones. I do want to completely kill this KV2. That can come back to haunt me in a very bad way, so we want to get rid of that ASAP. Oh mate, it's 10.5 is doing quite well actually, I must say. My coffee went cold. Rough. So, pushing the lads up. I'm going to try and dig a bunch of foxholes. Why not? Seems to be just a matter of time at this point. He has actually pushed a truck up. No idea why. He knows I've got a tank there. I guess it's just all he could get. So I'm throwing smoke. Good thing about these elite squads is you can actually take on these kind of trucks, especially if they push too close. Old mate pushed way too close to me. If you're going to use a truck like that, keep it further away, because otherwise that'll just happen. I'll just kill you and steal it for myself. Digging some foxholes, why not? Very hard to uproot dug in elite inf in this game. I'm also pushing the gas truck over, see if I can't do some damage on his point. Why not? So he's shooting with the artillery now. All good. I want to see if I can get over there and shoot his artillery. But he has killed the truck. I don't know if that was a rifle shot or something, but yeah, one shot, the truck was gone. And then he's destroyed it completely. Rough gig, but you do get that. Looks like my teammate's rushing his cannon while his cannon wasn't looking. Good play. As you can see, they've got nothing left on the map. Yeah, the Tiger did too much damage. The Stern Panzer did a lot of damage as well. Very hard to come back from. Played very well, though, to get it to 42 minutes, I must say. They did, old Bra and Peter. They were doing quite well at the start. It was very even for a lot of this match. Until probably the Stern Panzer came out. And I think that tipped it. But it was a very good game from the lads, I must say. Perhaps we'll get a game in with them again one day. Did jump in with a lobby. Did jump into a lobby with them again later on in the night, but they weren't keen to play again. But that is game, lads, as you can see. Thank you guys for watching. If you do like this content, please do like, sub, comment, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.